All right, time to react. Week 2, lost to the Ravens, 0-2 in the division. Here are my thoughts on the game between the Ravens and the Bengals. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to talk about the Ravens and the other problem. I'm going to talk specifically about my Bengals. Just took them too long, man, to get going. Honestly, Burrow, it looks like a good stat line, 27, 41, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns. They finally got going in the second half, which was a welcome sight, right? And they finally were hitting T. Higgins. He had a great game, 8 catches, 89 yards. I don't think they used Joe Mixon nearly enough. He's one of your star players, I think. And even the commentators talking about it, running the ball with him more, give him more rushes. The throw out of the backfield I thought was great how they designed that 30-yard catch and run for Mixon, right? He can do all the stuff well. He can pass protect, catch the ball. He looks way better this year than he did last year. So, honestly, I think they need to get him more involved and just mix up the running and the pass, right? Only, I think, 13 runs this game. You see, he passed it 41 times. Maybe it was like about 15. I know we're a pass-happy team. I know we run that kind of Rams-based offense, but you just got to mix it up, and it opens it up. And you've seen kind of in the second half, or even I would say the fourth quarter when they're trying to come back, the Ravens started teeing off, right? They were bringing different exotic blitzes. They had some where they brought the safety all the way down. They was acting like they was blitzing and then bringing out. So there's a lot of different stuff they were bringing in. And when you have a lead, you're able to do that. That's why I like how they run their offense. They run the ball. They build off that. They chew the clock. They get Lamar in a rhythm, and he was doing some excellent throws. But I'm not going to lie. For the Bengals, I'm worried. And, Burrow got hurt at the end, which I was worried about with his calf. He's not 100%, man. And it looks like it. Now, obviously, that's not an excuse. They got to get it going. As I said, there needs to be more creativity, as I mentioned in Week 1 loss. More creativity from Brian Callahan and Zach Taylor. There's not enough creativity, and the defenses know what you want to do. Like, they know your tendencies, and these are division opponents. So they've read you and studied you well. This is the third time you've played them in basically 4 games. So you've played Baltimore a lot. They know what you like to do. But, yeah, man, I would say they're in trouble. I think the Week 3 game, I think you can't Monday night, you can't play Burrow, man. He's your franchise, right? You just gave him in all the money. You don't need a catastrophic injury. And that's why I thought Chase brought up a great point when he said it back then. Get yourself right first before you came back. He came back too fast. And I think we're seeing it a little bit, right? He's not as elusive as he usually is. He usually can step up in the pocket. We can tell it's a lingering injury. Now, I don't know how long that's going to take him, but I would not play Joe Burrow against the Rams. If you get more losses and go 0-3, 0-4, it is okay, man. You got plenty of time. Like as Burrow said, the whole window is for his career, right? So you got time. If this year's not the year, that is okay. You know what I'm saying? So offensively, they got to get in a rhythm fashion in the game. They're going too many 3-and-outs, and it takes too long for them to get going. But the welcome side was that they got going towards the end. And if Burrow has to miss a little bit of time, which I'm okay with, Jake Browning comes in, they got to definitely use Mixon more, run the ball, play action, and switch some things up. You got weapons, obviously, and talent, but switch it up, run the football a little bit more, and I think, they'll be fine. But if Burrow misses time, I'm okay with it. Will the season be a wash? I don't know. It depends on how Browning keeps us up, right? What would the record be? Now, if he can keep us near 500, you maybe got a chance, but I would not rush Burrow back. He looked hurt. He even, yelled at the end towards the end of the game like he was frustrated with the injury. Just let the man heal up, give him his time, and let's see what happens. Now, for the Ravens, man, just great game plan. Like I said, Lamar looked great out there. He was making some throws that were just next level, man, and he looks like he's taking a progression step forward, which is obviously great for Ravens fans. They want to see this come playoff time, and I think they got the team in order to do that, right? They're 2-0. They run the ball well, even with J.K. Dobbins tearing his Achilles. Gus Edwards had a good game. Lamar was running the ball well. They just keep you honest, and that's what makes it so tough to beat Cleveland in Baltimore. They run the football, they chew clock, they run play action, and it opens up the field because you have safeties and linebackers cheating up. You got one-on-one with the receivers, and then you're able to throw it over top. And they were able to do that all game long. Nelson Aguilar with a great touchdown. Zay Flowers looks great for them. And, that deep ball they threw to him was a great play, right? Obviously, it was one-on-one with him and Dax Hill. One of our DBs tried to catch up. It was too late. That was a big play after we scored 2017. Trailing 3, we needed the ball back. They went right down the field and scored. So the Ravens look better, man. I'm not going to lie to you. The receiving corps is better. I don't know what's going to happen with Odell. He got hurt in this game, ankle injury. But overall, man, Ravens had a really, really great game. Good game plan from their offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, running Duvernay there at the end, making it, kind of confusing for Anarumo. They just had a great game plan, man. So hats off to the Ravens. That's the game plan. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. They definitely in the driver's seat to win this division. Yeah, then my final thoughts, I thought, so obviously I thought some of the calls in this game were terrible by the refs. Obviously that doesn't have anything to do with the game, just far as us winning, I would say. But some of it was just terrible. Like they tried to call back the punt return for a touchdown. One of them, we got a fumble, and, they said it was illegal hands to the face when it wasn't. So nonetheless, it was some terrible calls, but it's all good. But defensively, we just have to do better. My issue with us defensively, we're not getting enough pressure on the quarterback, right? We're having to bring in blitzes. We're having to bring safeties down. And that leaves you susceptible. We have a young secondary. Besides Awuzie, who they're trying to, bring back in spurts and not trying to give him so much time. Cam Taylor-Britt's out there. He's only a second-year player. DJ Turner's getting a lot of play time. He's a rookie. Jordan Battle had to come in because Nick Scott got hurt. So, you got a bunch of young pieces in there. So, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But the defensive line, they had a bad game. I give them a D in this game. We need more pressures. They got maybe 1 sack in this game. And the thing about the Ravens is they were missing so many key players, right? They're missing their center, Tyler Linderbaum. They're missing their left tackle, Ronnie Stanley, right? We should have been able to get more pressure on them. We didn't get nearly enough pressure as we were supposed to. So I think that was one of the standouts in the game as well. Our defensive line has to be better. We got to tackle better and just run some different things. But, we'll see what happens. But defensively, that effort's not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? It has to be better. So our defense was good last week. Offense wasn't good. Offense still shaky. Finally gets it going. Needs the ball back. Our defense can't get the stop. So they just need to play good collectively as a unit. Is this season a wash? I'm not going to say that just yet. I don't know, but they got a lot of work to do. I am worried as a fan. And like I said, I hope they don't play Burrow next week, even if he is good to go. Man, you got to just sometimes as a coach, as an organization, as a GM, hey, we just paid you all this money. You are a franchise, and we don't want you to injure something. You know what I'm saying? Take the time. If you need 3 to 4 weeks, if you need 5 to 6 weeks, 7 to 8 weeks, whatever, man. Let that man get right, man. And if the season's a wash, you always got next year. So we'll see what happens, but that's my thoughts.